All right, so it's 12:01 Central Time. I usually don't trade in the afternoons unless there's some crazy volatility events or whatever. And also, I got locked out today because I hit my daily profit trigger, anyways. But just doing the end of day review. Um, I think in the morning I was definitely bullish. I was looking for the long, thinking that we can kind of retest the highs here. And it looks like we definitely tried. We're kind of broke out mode here on the daily. If you can kind of see that, we pushed up, or we gapped up and everything. And so in the morning, I took some really quick long scalps. This one, I think price was, closed up. It closed up. I was like, well, this is obviously a good risk area, for risk reward. And as we flushed back down, took the long and took out over the high of the previous candle. So that was a quick scalp. And then we pulled back into this EMA and HMA cloud that I have. And when we broke the high of that candle, took a long, took it off. I think I took it off a little bit sooner than here. So this was a small scalp. And then saw that we touched the pre-market high here. Is that the pre-market high? Yeah. So we swept the pre-market high, and then we flushed. And so I was like, okay, I bought on the lows here, thinking that we were going to bounce off this HMA and push back up. We broke lower, and we actually broke low of day. But I held on because, it was early, and we were still above, the 21 EMA. And so we did touch it. And so I was considering stopping out if we broke and closed below there, or if we flushed really hard. But I was also open to adding as well, just because we were up. I had the bullish bias, and I was thinking of adding, but it wasn't deep enough for me to add, and it wasn't really moving fast enough for me to stop out. And so I held on to it, watched this candle. I was like, okay, it closed at about 50%. Next candle made a lower high, or lower low, sorry. And then I thought, okay, it's fine. And then I put my stop here at the 21 EMA here, which is what this cloud is. And then we broke up, and I was like, okay, good. Got back into the green, and then I took it off at the close of that candle. So this was kind of a negative risk reward um, trade, but it is what it is. And then looking at this pullback, and I was like, okay, I thought to myself, this is probably a good buy opportunity. I didn't execute it. Then I saw that it closed green. I was like, okay, next candle we should go. And so I did. Um, did that. Took it off at about this breakdown level around here. Took that, and so I was happy with that. And then felt some FOMO as we really launched and retested the pre-market high, which is fine. And then I was looking for the long. I remember here. So I was looking for price to close above this 50 HMA. And if it did, I was like, I was going to go heavy and go for the breakout up. It hit this key level that I marked, but it wicked back down, created like a little, I don't know if this is like an inverse hammer, something. And then we broke down. So I was like, okay, well, that's not good. And then we got into the cloud again, closed at 50% candle closed green. And I thought, okay, this next one, let's see if we push back up. But, and I think I eked out, this was probably like a break even trade. It just didn't do what I wanted it to do. So I left it alone. Then I started seeing us break down, left it alone. And I think I walked away for a second because I remember when I came back to the charts, I saw this candle and I was like, oh, we're breaking. We're breaking all that. And so I took a short here, got out here at about, whatever, pretty close to the lows. And then from there, I hit my daily profit target and I was done. But now in hindsight, looking at how price has unfolded till now, which is midday, which is basically when I'm done trading anyways, my long bias, hit the key level, which was great. And we just didn't get over it. And so, had I not hit my daily profit target in theory, kind of seeing price come back up here, hit the HMA, all the clouds are red, EMA cloud is red. This is definitely would be a short. And, you could stop above here or stop above here. And in theory, one could have ridden it all the way down to pre-market close, which it would have gotten there. I don't know if I would have actually held it that long. I think because at that, I think I still maybe would have been bullish bias. And so if I saw price here, try to reclaim and push above the EMAs, maybe I would try to get long here and get stopped out. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, it looks like I was looking for the long. It didn't quite give me that breakout above here that I wanted to go long and really go for it. And we kind of drifted down. Who knows what the afternoon's going to bring? I'll look at that in the morning tomorrow. But that's pretty much my trading day. And yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings.